Um, while on these other adventures with these other rangers, my question is if we were all called, then and nobody has said anything, or nobody said anything that I'm aware of, how did how did we send James on a mission? Because I'm for sure he went on one.
Yeah, you see like Ethan like even perk his head up and go, "Yeah, I don't know. I was speaking with Doctor O, and apparently Ethan made an appearance. Though it seemed like even Doctor O is confused. So currently he's out trying to gather information and talking to his old buddies. Like, have there been any weird like doppelganger attacks? So
I mean,
far, nothing has really come up. So he's still looking.
just in our experience, we've had doppelgangers pop up. So I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility, but who knows?
I mean, I know my adventures with the other rangers was pretty straightforward. We went into space and retrieved an artifact.
Yeah. It was straightforward. We just went to space. Um,
Alder, how was yours?
Uh, I didn't uh go on one. I busy, I guess.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah, that's right. Huh.
Yeah, strangely enough, the mission that James went on involved dealing with an alternate reality. So maybe it was something that drew in an alternate James and he helped out, or maybe it was his spirit. I don't know. I guess we can ask the Mystic Force Rangers.
Hmm. Interesting.
yeah.
Whew.
I know that we're not up for fun and games right now, but do you guys think we should go to that carnival anyways? It's a big target, and we've still got monsters running around, probably.
And it wouldn't hurt to hear this announcement.
Yeah.
The very least, we want to make sure that no other alternate, I guess, shows up.
Well, if it's alternate realities for these Psycho Rangers, then it comes to pass that whoever these other Dino Rangers is could be from either the same or a different alternate reality. Who knows how many's out there? I mean, we saw
A
the ones when
couple.
we were going to get the Dino guts. So might not even been our Dino Thunders. It might have been another realities. Maybe somebody on the other teams have had some ideas. Maybe we can get in contact, or Ethan if they get in contact with us.
I mean, it's better. We might as well.
We have these, and I pull out my little SPD communicator thing that Doggy Kruger gave to all of us.
Ah, yes, the ability to call. Well, might as well just go about day to day until the carnival comes, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. You guys stay in touch, though.
Of course.
Ethan, Is there like some sort of training simulator here? I need to hit something.
Uh,
I'd be down
yeah.
to join you.
Throw whatever you got at me.
Definitely down for that.
All right, yeah. Let me just get it fired up. With all the new data I've added in from all the events going on, I think you'll appreciate the new challenge.
If you could make him look like that green son of a bitch and make him weaker, that would be great.
I could try. How about you, Alder? You gonna be joining the rest?
Sure.
Alrighty. Yeah, the three of you make your way to the sort of like training simulator room, and it's like this when you all step in, it's like this white sort of cubicle room like stretches on. You can see the end, right? And on the side, you can see that there is a sort of like there's a window about like 50 feet up on one of the walls, and you see Ethan like appear in it. It's like it's like tinted, so nobody can still see him through. And you hear him go, "All right, guys, what kind of settings do you want? You want a specific place?"
Open field.
All right, open field it is. Let me just do some calibrations here. All right, and now, and when he says now, you see the room around you begin to like sort of wobble, almost like it's jello, and then it changes into this wide sort of open field.
Whoa.
You
We
can
got our own danger room.
you can feel the wind like blowing on your skin. You can smell like the freshly mowed grass in this plane.
All right, bring it.
All right, starting phase 1 of the training. And with that, out of nowhere, you see these Tyranno just like jump and like land on the ground and appear menacingly.
These guys we can take care of without morphing.
True.
So I fists up.
It'll be a good test if we can get better without morphing. We should be way stronger when we have to.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, roll me your main combat skills. Let's see, you guys can beat the DC. Shouldn't be too hard. They're just Tyranno drones. Also, story point. You guys are united in one mind.
Are we just rolling? Do you have a difficulty you want us to hit?
Uh, yeah, just roll normally. Leave the DC at 10. If you want to use the macro, that's fine too. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Fine.
Nice.
Oh wow! Although I didn't get a real crit.
Yeah, looks like Artemis got a crit on the D4, so that's another story point. All right, so let me.
I'm too angry.
Yeah, so as you're facing off against the Tyranno drones, right? You guys have the upper hand at first. You're like punching, you're kicking, you're like, you're sort of like diving over them, rolling over them, knocking them down. And but eventually it reaches a point where Ozzy, you're sort of like slowing down a bit. It's less you're feeling your punches and more like you're overthinking your punches, and so it leads to these sticky situations where like you're getting like ganged up on or like knocked back or grabbed, and you need Alder to come in and help you, or you have Artemis coming in with her Krav Maga and just destroying these things and helping you out, and you're not fighting the way you're used to. and Artemis, Alder, you can tell that Ozzy's having some trouble.
Very clear, like he's very frustrated.
Ozzy, you're fine. Right now, it's just calming down.
Yeah, you gotta not think about it, man.
All right,
We're all having the same feelings, I guarantee you.
let's keep going.
All right, so then we get to the second phase. You hear Ethan go, "All right, guys, we got round 2 coming up." And then as he says this, more Tyrannosaurs appear. And then you see one of the older monsters you fought before, the bird monster with the hunting rifle. And as it appears, it goes, "Why, it's the Rangers!
God, I hate this thing.
Time to make you into bird food."
I hold up my wrist. Shall we?
Yeah, I feel like a good turkey dinner.
All right.
Yeah, you're gonna get really tired of him blabbing.
Uh, yeah. So let's charge in. Ancient powers activate.
Yeah, as you call out the morphing call, Ozzy, as you go in, do your pose, activate your morpher, and you feel the suit, your morphin shell just appear around you and everyone else as you morph. And when you finally morph, Birdbrain looks at you all and goes, "Wow, you're all color coded. Makes it easy for me to hunt you down."
I silently just take out the Kylo driver and run for him.
All right, make me a combat check. Everyone else too.
Oh, I can re-roll the D4 there. Or
All
the
right.
D6.
Oh, nice.
Okay, it's just a 2.
Hey, better than a 1.
It
Yep.
is. Oh, if that actually succeeded, that is a crit.
Oh, all right. So Artemis, you're keeping that fumble.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so that's a story point added to you all. All right, so what we have is we have you, Ozzy. You summon the Kylo driver, run forward to fight Bird Brain, and Bird Brain's like, "Whoa!" And he tries to like back up from you and use his rifle as a sort of like battering ram to bat you away and fly back. But you're like driven at this point. You're like slashing and attacking and like thrusting with the Kylo driver. Sparks fly off this thing as he gets hit. And he goes, "Oh my god! Oh, oh! Stop! You're gonna turn me into bird food."
Plan.
Artemis, you're like you go out to provide support, clear the waves of Tyranno drones sort of like approaching, going to hit Ozzy from the back, and you start off strong, and then you see this, and then a group of Tyranno drones sort of like come up from behind, grab you by the arms, flip you over, then start like tossing you back and forth like you're a hot potato.
Oh, this is uncomfortable.
And as this is going on, Alder, you with your ancient blasters just to start rapid firing at the Tyranno drones heading your way, providing cover. Blast them all as they like sort of roll or fall over, they like vanish, because it's a simulator. And you see, Artemis like just getting like thrown around. What's your response?
Ozzy, cook that bird so we can help out Artemis. Looks like she got herself in a little bit of a jam.
I'm on it. Well, technically, I get 2 attacks anyways per attack action. So
Yeah, make me another
Same.
attack check, if you would so please.
Oh dang! Oh,
and I can wait. Let me re-roll that D8,
I need to do my second shot, too.
and that's an 8.
Okay.
Oh wow. So yeah,
So that's a
that's another story.
28.
Yeah, that's another story point.
Yeah.
We got a lot of story points now.
There's my second hit.
I also have a second hit, but after shouting to Ozzy, I'd wait to give Artemis an opening to retaliate.
All right, yeah. So what happens is that we get you, Ozzy. You're determined now. You know Artemis is in trouble, so you redouble your efforts and just start swinging at this bird brain. Bird brain just starts crying out and praying, "Go, no, stop, please! I'm getting cooked." As you're sort of like beating on him, and eventually he sort of like just goes, ah, and like just rolls over on the floor and smoking. Goes, that hurt, and then he vanishes. Artemis, as you're being tossed around, there's like this one opening as you go, as you're being tossed in midair. You sort of elbow one of the Tyrannodrones midair, and it causes it to roll and fall over. And you roll over and you sort of get up on your feet, going to town on the remaining Tyrannodrones around you. And Alder, you begin firing. You know, going in with the covering fire and just firing off your attacks as it just goes and slams into the Tyrannodrones, trying to like creep up on Artemis and Ozzy, wiping out the second wave.
I'm going to summon my Dino Horn crossbow. Ethan, crank this thing up.
That felt a lot better.
All right, third round, and as he changes it to the third round, you see more Tyrannodrones appear, and then you see walking out of the shadows is this strange, heavily armored, sort of gray and black being. And he looks at you all. He has like this giant like shield he has in his offhand, and he goes, "So, Power Rangers, we meet again. You'll die."
That seems excessive.
Then he like grabs like this handle out of like the top of his shield and pulls out this sword, and he begins walking towards you as the Tyrannodrones all begin marching in rhythm with him, sort of like moving back and forth in a ready stance.
Well, he's certainly fancy.
Let's take him out.
Let's do this.
Alrighty.
All right, everyone, roll me your combat checks.
I apparently really like 14s.
I can re-roll the d6.
Woo!
That's still a 2.
All right, so Alder, who are you targeting?
I think I'm going to keep taking out the Tyrannodrones. This thing's got a sword and shield. It seems like Ozzy and Artemis are going to want to talk with him.
All right, Ozzy and Artemis, who are you guys targeting?
I think
Fun.
I'll go after the big bad, but I haven't pulled my weapon yet, so
All right.
I know we don't. Do we know who this is?
Have you guys watched the Ranger logs? Which your characters have watched the Ranger logs?
nope.
I feel like Ozzy's like looked at them, but hasn't really had time to like actually watch them.
All right, yeah. Roll me a what skill would be good for this? I guess it would be like
Culture.
yeah, culture history, Power Ranger history, I assume, with specialization in that.
Nope.
You have no idea who this is, Ozzy. You've looked through the Ranger logs, more like glancing through like the thumbnails. But you don't know
It's
who
like,
this.
do
who
I
this really
want to
is.
watch this YouTube video?
Don't want to
You
watch
just
this
scroll through the
almost.
Ranger Wicca.
You really want to watch through like 30 minutes of of episodes of each
I just
each
watched
season.
the Legacy of Power episode of Dino Thunder.
Yeah, you don't know who this is. But yeah, are you targeting him as well?
Yep.
Yeah, you. All right, Alder, you begin with your Dinohorn crossbow, summon it, and begin firing at the Tyrannodrones, and they're all like getting struck, getting flung back. You know, smoke and sparks are just emanating from them as Ozzy, Artemis, you two go in and like take on the big bad. Ozzy, you're swinging your Ankalo driver at him. He's blocking with his shield. He's parrying with it. Then you got Artemis coming in with the punches, like the power kicks, and he's like fending them off by like sort of like blocking it with his arm and then like parrying it with his sword. And like he peels back and he goes, "Not so fast, Rangers!" And he like swings his sword and like an arc and energy just like flies out. Let me row your boat. Does a 14 hit anyone's defenses, Artemis,
Nope.
Ozzy?
Nope.
But
Not
yeah,
even unmorphed.
the attack sort of goes wide and he just sort of like strikes you all, but non-lethally. A spark sort of fly off as you're like you parry and defend against this, and he like takes a step back. And as this is going on, you can see that the situation is changing as you hear Ethan go, "Okay, since they want," he whistle. Like, you don't hear this, but he says this. "Okay, they wanted me to ramp it up. I guess I can use the collected data for what they've described for me and the data provided by the Space Rangers to make a mock-up of the Psycho Green Ranger. Don't know what his abilities are."
Oh god.
And then he presses the button, and as you're fighting this strange armored shield sword wielding guy, uh out of the corner of your eye, Artemis, you see a sort of flash of green. You see this Psycho Green step out onto the battlefield.
Excellent. Reach us to me.
And
Oh.
as you summon him, and he goes, "Oh, it's been a while. Let's beat up some dudes that deserve it."
Yes, we're actually training right now, but it's fine either way. But I have this new move that I wanted to try out. So let's go see if it works. And she's headed right for the Green Ranger.
All right. Alder, what are you doing?
She's charging him already, so I'm going to go ahead and aim right at him and shoot. Gonna do last time, so let's see if it does better this. Him being the hologram of Psycho Green, unwisely ignoring the other issues. Wow, really?
Wow, that's a fumble. So you can choose to keep the fumble, and you get a story point, or you can re-roll it with a story point.
I have so many story points now.
Yeah, just do it.
I'll go
Yeah,
ahead
if you want to use it,
reroll.
use it. I'm going to
Not
use
much better, but at least not a fumble.
all 3 of my personal power points to upshift my attack 3 times.
Ooh.
That puts you at 2d8?
And I'm going to use a story point to roll that freaking again because that ticks me off.
All right, you can do that with a story point once per encounter. So let's see what happens. You got this.
Wow.
Oh wow, yeah. And Ozzy, what are you up to?
I'm gonna let them take care of Psycho Green, and I'm gonna keep this guy off of them. So I'm just gonna attack. I can't remember his name from like the series. Like Ozzy doesn't know, but I know, and it's bothering me that I don't remember.
Yeah, Zeltrax.
Zeltrax. I was like, I know it starts with a Z. Oh my god.
All right. So
Oh,
here.
I can re-roll. I can re-roll the D4 and D8.
All right.
True.
It's still a 10.
Still a 10.
Okay, and then I have another attack. So, God.
Sure, I guess we all have another attack.
We'll go with
Ooh.
that.
Alrighty. Yeah. Yeah. Alder, you see Artemis just like break off, begin booking it towards Psycho Green, and you decide to take, some covering fire, fire a couple pot shots at Green. And as you do so, it fires and fires and fires, and he walks forward. And every time a shot impacts him, like sparks fly off and explode. But he continues advancing as though nothing wrong is happening. And Artemis, you run up with Kratos and begin like uh attacking uh Green. Green like begins fending off your moves, parrying and blocking. Then you get like a good hit across his like chest as sparks rake off him. He like steps back a bit, smoke just coming out of off of his body. And Ozzy, you go in and swing the Ankylo driver, and you catch this armored figure in a nasty spot as you hit, and you're sort of like cause a giant explosion of sparks, and especially smoke to erupt from its armor and force him back a bit as he grunts in pain. Ugh. Good hit. Not enough. And in retaliation, Zeltrax is going to swing Bada Bada at you as the Tyrannodrones around sort of like surround and give him like assistance. Since since Artemis broke off from you and Alder has stopped providing covering fire, so he's going to roll with an edge.
That misses.
Alrighty, and he has one more attack.
Isn't yours like 25?
Yeah.
Yeah, no hit.
Yeah, he's a tanky boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, despite his best efforts, he almost comes close, like winging you. But you manage to like, you're defending, you're deflecting it, and the attack sort of rakes off your Morphin shell, leaving no damage to you, but some sparks do fly off. And Artemis, after you get like a good hit in on Green like doubles back, steps back, it goes in for like a strike towards you. So let me see. What does he roll? So since he's nowhere near an ally, he gets solo strike.
Negative.
Alrighty. He has one more hit.
That one will hit.
Alright, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8. I think he crit on the. No, wait. So 2, 4.
4.
Yeah, before. So he does 2 blunt damage to you, Artemis, as he goes in and sort of strikes you. Like his first attack doesn't really do anything. Like you're blocking with Kradish. You're like redouble your efforts to defend. And then he sees an opening and he goes in and like sucker punches you in like the gut, causing you to like, you know, sparks to like fly off as the impact hits. Transference of energy, and you're sort of like out of breath for a little bit.
Looks like I'll have to swing a little harder to knock you down.
Yeah, and as you
She
say,
goes right back into it.
all right. Yeah, you sort of throw off this like defiant one liner at him as you go back, and then like with like a really fast motion, it goes in and like comes in from an angle you quite don't expect. 20.
Miss.
But you manage to go in and avoid that as the attack just causes sparks to fly off of you.
For our next round of rolls, I'm going to give actual covering fire to Artemis and giving them whatever the heck support does. So it's an extra.
It's assistance, yeah. It would be an edge.
And
For Artemis.
I'm throwing an inspiration to Ozzy.
What's that? It's an upshift or no? It's a D4, right?
Yeah, it's a D4.
Okay.
So I'll roll my 2 attacks.
Artemis, make this guy see stars.
Will do. You said you're giving me edge, right?
Yep.
There's 1. And 2.
That's a nice one.
All right, let me see here. Oh, okay, awesome. All right, Ozzy, what'd you roll for? What are you rolling for Zeltrax?
I'm gonna keep hitting on Zeltrax.
Yeah, with that. So Ozzy, you're going in on him. He's blocking with his shield. You think you're making some progress, but as you're sort of like making this progress, you hear him chuckling. You know, he's blocking your
Okay.
attack with his shield.
I've got another one.
You go in for like to sort of side swipe him with your Ankala driver, but then he like raises up his own sword and he
Oh.
parries it.
Wait, I forgot the.
Inspiration if you wanted to use it, yeah.
Does a 17 do anything more?
You're close, but no cigar. And as this attack goes in and slams into his sword, like sparks fly out, and he begins to charge up, and he goes, "Now you've done it." And as the scene, we flash back over to Artemis, who's been given like the supporting fire assistance from Alder. You can see that it's meant as like a distraction, trying to get his attention off of you, Artemis. And as you go in and like attack, and go in and swing in with all of your might with both of your hits, he goes in and grabs the first hit, swipe like you're just like forces it down with his force. And you go into like another swing, a power swing overhead. He sort of like blocks it with both of his hands and just forces it back in a shower of like sparks. And Ozzy, as you're like dealing with your foe, he goes, "How about we try something new? Take this!" And he goes in to swing. He's gonna use one of his powers. I finally get to use something, even though it's simulation. Zeltrax. It's going to use power strike. That's gonna be fun. And use another, and he's gonna use this other power, power of darkness, cyborg enhancement. Let's see, it's Alrighty. So you see, as he blocks that second hit, right? He rebounds off, and then he raises up his sword, and you see what appears to be energy like forming on the edges, and then he goes in and just goes in for like this like downswing, right? Let me see if this one does it. Power, do that. Spend that much. So I'm gonna go up shift.
I just like step to the side.
Yeah, you step to the side, the attack sort of like force it back to rebound to defending with toughness, and he hits the ground. As it hits the ground, the entire area within like a 30-foot radius, radius out to a 45 radius, everything begins to shake. So everyone, I need you to give me acrobatics rolls. Difficulty. So he used 2 power with 2 of his uses, so he only has 1 more. So 18 acrobatics DC. We're gonna be knocked prone.
Ooh, this isn't gonna go well.
Yeah, that's a
I
rough one.
failed.
I still failed, but
I also failed, but we all rolled the same number.
Same one.
13, 13, 13. The number 13.
consistently mediocre.
Yeah, this rippling sort of like begins to like cause the entire ground to shake, and you guys don't expect it, and you sort of like keel over and fall down, sort of slip, so you're all prone now. The armored cyborg above you goes, "Now I have you, Red," and he like raises up his thing and just thrusts it down to you. What are you defending with, Ozzy?
Toughness.
Toughness, all right.
25.
What are the rules for prone again? Is it like an upshift if it's a melee? Or is it downshift? I think it's downshift if it's a ranged attack. Getting knocked prone.
An edge for melee and a snag for ranged attacks targeting you, and a downshift if you try to attack.
Okay, we on the ground and try to attack. Okay.
About right.
Activated his super essence, so he's gonna do that. Let's see if he rolls any better. No.
I just roll.
Who gave him the super essence?
But yeah, he swings with his sword like flaming, and you go in and like block the attack of the Incala driver, and sparks fly out as he begins like in this contest where he's like trying to force like the Incala driver to your neck. That's his thing. And so after that, the fight is going on, the ripple effect comes out. Artemis, you're sort of knocked off your feet, sort of rolling on your back. Green takes this opportunity and tries to go and like curb stomp you. Let's see. Solo strike. It's gonna get nasty. And with edge.
Probably. Yeah.
Ooh.
So yeah, so his base attack does 2 because it's
Critted
unarmed,
on
and then he crit
the 2d8.
on the 2d8. So that's 4 blunt.
Yeah.
Does this hit?
That takes me down.
Yeah, he goes in and he just like curb stomps you in the head, but your helmet is there. And as soon as it makes impact, you see your helmet like sort of shatter, like part of it shatter from the impact. And then he like sort of like does this like additional kick that sends you like rolling and like flying off like 10 feet back and rolling until you like demorph. And then you hear Ethan go, "Okay, that's enough. That's enough." And then he he presses a button. You hear a sound as Ozzy, you're getting Zeltrax. You don't know Zeltrax, but just for descriptor, he like tries to force it down to your neck. You're like in this like brawn match, and then he like vanishes, and you feel the weight disappear. And
Artemis slams her fist on the ground.
yeah, Artemis, you hit the cold floor of the training room. And did you hear Ethan go, "All right, guys, I got energy drinks."
I take one, open it, and chug it.
Same.
Yeah, you take it. You take it from like this suspicious ball. Like there's like this table next to this suspicious ball, and as you're taking it and drinking the drinks, you see it unfurl out into the little like into the humanoid-looking T-Rex like dinosaur robot.
Ozzy fully jumps back and is like, "What the? Whoa. How are you here?
Hello, hello, everyone. I made contact.
How are you here?"
Oh, well, that is a good question that I can definitely answer. You see, I was, after the events of my ship going supersonic nova and imploding and creating a new coastline for Reefside during the attack, I was contacted and found by your friend Ethan here. I explained my circumstances to him, and he allowed me to stay here as I was come without a home, as my ship is no more. And so I've been assisting him with all sorts of matters and endeavors, such as researching dinosaurs and finding ways to improve the ancient Charge Rangers' equipment, which would be you all.
Obviously.
Ozzy, didn't he have? You still have the morphers or whatever it is Ozzy said you had?
Yeah, weren't there like?
Alder starts furiously flipping through a notebook. Yeah, there's some sort of strange alien morphers.
I like that Alder has a notebook where he.
Got to keep notes. And he goes, "Ah, yes. When I managed to escape along with you all, I was ambushed by these strange amoeba-like creatures, and I was staved here by Ethan. Unfortunately, the morphers were heavily damaged, but we managed to salvage parts of it, and are currently looking at ways to integrate it into human technology."
Sick.
I'll take damaged and not stolen, I guess.
I mean, some of them were already stolen, weren't they?
That is what you said.
What's
Even
your
if-
name again? I
My-
asked the T-Rex.
My name is TREX. The latest in
Trex.
he just goes, "The latest in autonomous robotic processing for those from the planet that I hail from the M37 Nebula in space."
Cool. We're gonna call you
Probably
Trex.
not the latest anymore, because you were on our planet for a long time.
Oh no, have I already been made outdated? I can't wait to see what you have here on this planet.
I don't think we have anything this advanced, to be honest.
True.
Although who knows what Cranston Tech's come up with.
Ah, yes,
I-
Cranston Tech. I've been informed that they're one of the biggest conglomerates on your planet.
Well, it's good to see you again.
Likewise. I do hope what our coexistence is of mutual benefit, and that you won't scrap me for parts.
Do
I would have
people
no
do
need
that?
to.
Well, that is fine and dandy. I was watching through some of your ranger logs, and a lot of the enemies you will tend to face appear to be robotic in nature.
Are you gonna turn into an enemy?
Why, I am pre-programmed with safety and non-violent protocols, so I can never be used as a weapon of
Right.
war.
But
Then we're
you have-
chill.
Then you have nothing to worry about then, do you?
I'm pretty sure Asimov said otherwise, but it's a start.
Asimov got everything wrong.
But I am curious about this thing you call a carnival. It appears to be a joyous celebration where Earthlings come together and eat tons of tasty foods and participate in fun activities. I would like to know more.
You can come if you want.
Oh, can I? I didn't think there were. I'm surprised at the relaxedness of your Earth society. Usually, there are
Yeah,
protocols and regulations for having an autonomous machine like myself operate outside of its normal intended use.
I mean, if anything, we'll just say you're an alien.
Ah, I see. That makes things
Which is
simple then.
technically true. What do you guys say? Did we bring the T-Rex to the carnival?
I mean, the only thing that will happen will be questions if people actually pay attention.
Well, you guys could always say he's in a costume. Ethan says, as he like walks out, sort of drying his hands.
As long as he doesn't roll into a ball at any point, I think we'd be
Yeah, you can't
okay.
do that. That'll raise some red flags.
How tall is this thing?
He's about like, let me get out my math table here. He stands at around. Where's my meter to foot conversion?
A meter is a little more than 3 feet.
Okay, so we added them all together. He is around 2 meters, so around 2 meters ish. So he's like 6
6
foot
feet.
5, almost a 7. You think he teeters between that?
Oh,
So I'm looking up at him, I'm like, yeah, you could pass for
Yeah.
like a dude in a costume.
I mean, he can
I
technically,
As
as long as he
not
doesn't
that
roll up in
much-
a ball.
He's not that much bigger than those like inflatable ones like that volleyball dude had.
True.
We can just say he's really into dinosaurs.
I mean, it's kind of this town's thing.
I just wouldn't say anything about Power Rangers.
Not at the moment.
Yeah, you see Ethan sort of like look around and go, "Yeah, if you guys can take him in like the afternoon or something before we hold the vigil for tonight for James, we can have Trex back in and out before anyone really knows he's there."
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right,
Come
awesome.
on, we'll get you a corn dog.
And with that, we flash back forward to the present day as you're sitting at Haley Cyber Cafe discussing things. As you hear like the little door chime when someone someone new comes in, and you look up and you see that it's Christopher, Cindy, and Winston. They have their gear on them. They got the cameras, the microphones, and everything. And they see your table and they sort of walk over and like go. And Cindy goes, "Hey guys, what's up?"
How have you guys been?
We've been doing great. Well, as great as the situation can be. We've been going around and lending our assistance to the to everything that's going on, and we've been, recording and talking about the things that the news won't talk about, and going in where the news won't go in. Yeah, we've been really helping people. Yeah, Christopher says he like tugs at his he has his like handheld camcorder. We're getting a lot of boots to the ground footage of like ground zero and everything.
You guys have been okay since the fight?
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that shook a lot of people up.
Yeah, thankfully we weren't hurt. We were actually approached by some people who were interested in us working for them. They were impressed with what they saw online of what we did. Well, especially with me, I'm like I have the star power, right? The charisma to attract people. Yeah, right. Yeah, and so we talked with them, and that's when like the whole event uh like went crazy. So we kind of left the treasure hunt early. Uh, we had good reason to. I'm sure Doctor O would understand.
Yeah, I
Oh yeah,
don't think he'd be
who's
upset.
who's this interesting person?
Yeah, they belong to Riverside Broadcasting Company. Apparently, they're having like this little like independent like live stream thing on the end, like doing the things where like the ordinary newscasters can't. So they're all about like independent contractors and third parties like submitting footage. And if we're recognized, we can appear on the daily news as well.
That's cool.
Good news.
That's exciting for you.
So have you caught anything interesting that you'd like to share?
Oh yeah, ever since the disaster, the White Dino Thunder Ranger has been like out and about helping people, like fighting off stragglers. It's crazy. I thought they were evil or whatever, since his Megazord came and like was destroyed. But maybe he had a change of heart.
Didn't that have like? Didn't that happen the first time they were around or something too?
Yes, maybe he had like a triple change of heart. Like he went from evil to good, to evil again, to a quadruple change of heart to being good again.
That's
And that the city is letting him do this? I thought the city was not too happy with any Power Rangers right now.
Well, there's not really much we can do since emergency services is really caught up in like helping and rescuing people that are still trapped, or just like like making sure no one goes on riots for food. The good thing that our Mayor Mercer is so on the nose about it. He's much better than our last mayor.
I hear he's making some sort of announcement at the carnival. Any word on what that is?
That's what I want to know. With all how much the news is talking about it, I'm really hoping that we get like an exclusive interview with him before anything else. So once they open up the carnival at noon, we're gonna go in and like hopefully try to get an audience with him. Try to get on his good side. You know,
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Of course.
and you see Winston who has like this. He's like typing on his computer and he looks up from it. He goes, "How about you guys? You guys going to the carnival as well?"
Yeah, we could use a couple of
Please
days
pick
of
me up.
fun.
So I know a trick for one of the carnival things. It's the maze of mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bunch of like reflector mirrors that sort of like mirror where you're going. And the way they how they get you is that each mirror has a little trick to it. So when you're looking all wobbly, you want to go in the direction that you're not facing within the mirror, right? You want to take a close look with where you're at. So if it's like the opposite of what it usually is, you go the other way so you don't get lost. And if you do it in a record amount of time, you can win a nice big plushie.
Good to
Or
know.
whatever special thing they're giving out this year.
Good to know.
And after like Winston like tells you this, you hear like a cell phone go off and it's like Sydney, like she has like this pink like cased smartphone with sparkles on it. And she like picks up and she goes, "Hi, hello. Oh, oh really? Okay, we'll be right there." Then she hangs up. She goes, "All right, sorry guys for cutting this meeting short. Our exclusive interview just got approved by the mayor's secretary, so we're gonna head over right now and stage it up before the crowd gets crazy."
I mean, duty calls.
You'll have to let us know how it goes.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, we're gonna need it. Hopefully I didn't forget anything at home. You better not. I'm just saying. and the trio of them begin like heading out.
Just checks their seats to make sure they didn't forget anything.
Looks like they didn't forget anything of importance. Nothing of importance, but yeah, it looks like they didn't forget anything this time. Lucky them.
She's,
Well, they
Something
didn't
good.
get anything
she's
here.
just double checking because, the last time he left his phone.
Yeah, glad something good came out of all this.
His phone, his tripod.
Camera.
Everything.
What?
Seems
Yeah.
like he'd forget his head if it wasn't attached. Well, shall we start heading that way?
Yeah.
Sure.
Pick up Trex and
Okay, but Ozzy, it's a big responsibility taking care of a robot T-Rex alien.
Thing.
keep an eye on him.
Please do. I'm afraid of him just wandering off.
Yeah, as you like all begin to like move and get out, you hear a beep on your morphers.
Well, I guess he's impatient.
And
Around and
we find a quiet spot to go.
yeah, hide in a corner. Hello?
Hey, it's me, it's Dr. O. You hear Dr. O's voice. So you know about our new friend, right? He's calling himself Trex now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might be my fault.
Yeah, he wandered off to the carnival after he got the location from Ethan, saying he's gonna meet up with everyone there.
Of
Oh,
course. We were on our way there now.
and we'll
Uh
make sure he doesn't get into too much trouble.
awesome. Alright, just yeah, around like 4 or 5, before the evening, come back. The other ranger team should be arriving before that, and I'm prepping the vigil for James.
Sounds good.
Cool.
All right, awesome. Hope you guys have fun. Bring back a souvenir.
Would you like some food? Corn dog, funnel cake.
Yeah, food sounds good. Yeah, funnel cake, especially. I won't have time to be able to go in there over there myself. But yeah, thanks.
Any toppings? Regular powdered sugar or caramel with peanuts?
Yeah, regular sugar should be good. Gotta get the energy for all the
Okay.
calories and burning off.
All right, well, we'll see you then.
All right, see you there. And then you hear the little doop, and like the line is it's gone.
We better get there before Trex decides to, I don't know, storm the castle.
I was gonna say make his appearance on the evening news.
All right, you guys gonna head over to the carnival?
Yeah,
Sweet.
Hopefully, find Trex immediately and keep him from.
I don't know. Giant robot dinosaurs are stealthy.
Yeah, I'm sure we won't be able to see him over the crowds.
Good thing he's tall.
Yeah, roll me perception. If you're just on the lookout for him. I guess I'll roll stealth. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Doesn't have anything in stealth. You guys should be able to find him easy. Unless you guys fumble.
Yeah, so I'd
No,
have to.
I mean I got almost fumble.
It's not a real crit, but it's a 19.
There we go.
Alrighty, let me see here. Yeah, you guys make your way towards the carnival. In the front, you see Cindy, Winston, and Christopher like around what appears to be Trex. They're like interviewing him, you think.
Oh boy.
We should have saw this coming.
Yeah.
I was being
Let's
sarcastic.
let's go save him.
We
Yeah.
walk out. It's like, hey guys, what's going on?
Oh, hello there. Oh, hello.
Ozzy.
He was about to
I-
say
I like-
Ancient
I like
Charge
whis-
Ranger. He was gonna say
I
Ancient, then you
whis-
cut him off.
I whisper like Ozzy.
Ozzy, he goes. I was just explaining here to Miss Hawkins about the interesting string theory and multiversal theory of my computation power. He goes.
Oh, yeah. This is our friend Trex. He's a genius, and we apologize if he's bothering you.
Oh no, we were just listening to his amazing tales of like coming from outer space and being from the M37 Nebula, stuff like that. It's pretty interesting.
Just looks at her watch and goes, I thought you guys had an exclusive.
Oh yeah. All right, hurry up, Jabra. Christopher, come on, let's go, go, go. And like they hurriedly pack up their things and just run off.
We caught you before you did too much damage.
Damage, I do not
Hey.
understand. I was simply
It's okay. Just
Nothing.
like I said, we're this. Remember, I'm Artemis. That's Alda. That's Ozzy.
I see. I will refer to you by those new designations from now on.
Great.
While we look like this.
Yeah, and if we're in the suits, call us the other thing.
Ah, yes, the ancient.
Nope.
Yeah,
No.
I'm going to try and put hand
no,
over
no,
7-foot tall dinosaur mouth.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
food. Do you want food, Trex? We'll get you food.
You know what a secret is, Trex.
Ah, yes, a scandal waiting to happen.
Okay, so our scandal waiting to happen is what you know we are.
Ah, yes, the ancient.
So we'll keep that as a scandal waiting to happen. I am purposely interrupting you so that you will not talk.
Okay.
Yeah, no one. It's for us to know and them to find out.
They
Oh,
never will.
got it. I completely understand your Earthling customs now. Very similar to what we have back on the planet that I hail from.
Okay, good.
Oh, cool.
Now, what do you eat?
Oh,
Do you eat?
oh yes. Alongside of my cybernetics, I was originally converted from my more fleshy self to a cyborg. So I do have a working functional digestive system.
Excellent. Let's go introduce you to fair food. Let's start with a corn dog.
What is a corn dog?
Oh, you'll see.
Deep fried heaven
Hmm,
is the answer to that question.
I see.
We're getting everything. We're getting corn dog, funnel cake, deep fried Oreo. We're gonna load this dude up.
Keep food to his mouth so we
How?
can't talk.
How functional is your digestive tract?
It is
It
highly
won't be after this.
It is highly advanced. I can handle from the simple of nutrients from paste to physical food, cooked and raw.
Yes. How about junk food?
What is this junk food?
You're
I'm
about to find out.
I'm still stuck on that you can eat paste.
I mean, you can too.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever eaten Play-Doh? It's really salty.
What is Play-Doh? Is that a type of junk food?
Play-Doh was fun to play with, not to eat.
Ah,
You do not eat that.
a recreational endeavor.
Yeah, you like
Yes.
build stuff with it.
Do you have art on your world?
Ah, yes, the individual expression of art, of creativity, and from one's mind. I
Do
do?
you have statues?
Oh, yes, great statues of great rulers and kings and heroes
So
of ages.
think of it as a modeling clay.
Ah, I understand what you mean.
Yes.
Except it doesn't
But for
harden.
children.
Ah, I see you train your children to become great architects from an early age.
Oh yes. Wait till you figure out what Legos are.
Legos. I'm curious. I am interested in this junk food. How do we proceed?
Just follow us.
Find the nearest like food vendor. I'm assuming we use solely our sense of smell.
Oh yeah, like after you make it through getting like, entry tickets and stuff and like going to the front, you get some like curious looks, but but nothing too serious. You even see like other people dressing up like dinosaurs though. They're more like, they got a dinosaur t-shirt, they got the little hat. So they're just thinking that someone, you even hear someone go in the crowd go, "Wow, that's a really cool cosplay." It's like, what is a cosplay?
Oh God, it's when
Yes. It is a
people
really cool cosplay.
it's when people dress up like a character or someone else. It's
Here, eat this.
Shoves corn dog in mouth.
Yeah, you. Uh, yeah, I'll
Don't chew the stick. Don't chew the stick. Don't chew the stick.
I'm also going to buy a couple crappy fair cups of shit beer and just pour it onto him at some point discreetly, so that if he starts rambling about being an alien, people will just kind of be like, "Sure."
well, I mean,
Aw.
aliens are a thing. Like,
I mean, yes, but
Well, wait if he starts rambling about Power Rangers.
yeah, no, that's fair.
it'll just save effort.
Just tell him to open wide and accidentally spill it.
Yep, that's the plan.
Don't actually get the android drunk.
This is very cheap fair beer. I don't think it will manage to get this thing. He's pretty big.
I mean, if you drink enough of it,
But yeah, I'll give him the 2 cups and kind of assist in that I will pour that way too fast so it gets all over him.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Let's see how well you do this. What skill would that be?
I am assuming this dude cannot do anything for himself if he's a T-Rex.
Oh yeah, he
he
has.
got little.
Yeah, he has like the little arms.
Tiny arm.
Yeah, the little
Oh my
tiny
God.
arms.
Open
That image
wide.
is wonderful.
Yeah, you guys just like start introducing
You, but I'm
Trex.
throwing the I'm de-sticking this corn dog and throwing it in from a distance.
Surprisingly, in regards to throwing in food, Trex is able to catch it with nimble accuracy. Must be a trick Trex was programmed with since he has stubby little arms.
I assume like a small crowd gathers and claps when
Yeah.
he catches food.
It's like, wow, how can that guy like eat all that after catching it with his helmet or his head thingy?
Lots of training.
Yeah, it's like those the volleyball team.
Yeah, as you go around like doing this, feeding him food, he goes from like curious to less like addicted. He's like, what is the next junk food?
Well, see, now we take a little break from the junk food and we go play games.
Games. Ah,
Yes,
entertainment. We had that on my planet.
of course. Let's go hit something. And I try to find the swing sledgehammer hit bell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing the.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you see this. Yeah, you immediately spot it. There's like a small crowd. They're all walking away dejectedly, and there's like this big like strong man in like this striped like shirt. You know, he has the hammer, and he's like, "Oh, new challengers! I see. Step up and step it up to see if you can hit the very top and win a prize."
Got might to use, and I'ma use it.
Ladies first.
Oh, yes, excellent. I love this game.
All right, give me a might skill check.
I'm assuming this dude has two separate hammers for men and women, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she takes the men's.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you just take the men's. He goes, "Good choice."
It's a story point to roll with edge. That's not as high as I want, but that's fine.
Yeah, you take the hammer from men's, like, just like, feel the weight of it, go in, heft it, and then you bring it over your head and bring it down, but you just can't quite get all the way to the top. You make it about like halfway. And he goes, "Boom, get the halfway prize. Let me see here." And you see the man walk up to like this little like box next to the thing, and he like rummages through it, and he pulls out this little like teddy bear, and he hands it to you.
Excellent. Just a regular teddy bear.
Yeah, with the with a thunderbolt on the front of its chest.
Yes. That's good.
Everyone want to step up and get the top prize, or would that be
Ozzy
all?
like
I was gonna
cracks
say,
his,
Ozzy, go for it.
I think Ozzy cracks his knuckles and grabs the hammer and takes a big swing, like over his head. Boom. Oh, God. Wait. Oh wait, no, it's only with power weapons. Oh God.
Oh, Ozzy, no, that's a
Oh,
3.
no.
Or it's not a fumble though, so that's good.
I'm gonna say, at least you don't hit your toe.
Yeah, Ozzy, you're like, you have to wait, you have the hammer, feel the weight, and try to like adjust your posture, your body. You bring it up over your head, and you feel that junk food you taking in just like rush through you as you like sluggishly like slam the hammer down, and you don't even make it like past the quarter. As the strong master just looks at you and
Embarrassing.
goes, "You need to get a bit more on the muscle." See, so he goes, "Don't worry, there's a prize for everyone."
I imagine he says that, and Ozzy like looks down as like he's like fairly jacked because he's a strong guy. He's like, what?
Miss Artemis giggles a little bit.
Like broad shoulders, bulging. It's like what?
He gives you this like carnival like T-Rex hat, and he hands it to you.
Yeah.
Wow, you look
That's
just
cool.
like me with that on.
Yeah, exactly, Trex.
I couldn't actually tell who was who.
Oh my. What
Trex
a-
is the taller one.
Well, yeah, after that's showing him displayed, the Strong Master turns to you, Alder, and goes, "Fancy a try?"
Give it a shot, Alder.
Come on.
Sure, why not?
Alder, you take the hammer again, heft its weight. You see what everyone else has done, and you decide to like try to do it like you've seen like how they do it in like movies and like in the shows and stuff. And you sort of like strut your thing, get your muscles relaxed and ready, and you tense up, bring it over your head, and you just slam the hammer down. You see it go, up, and then all the way up, and it hits the bell. But since you did not get a critical, it doesn't explode and fly off, but you hit the very top. You hear the strongman just nod of approval, and he goes, "Interesting. You've got a good set of pair of arms."
Nice, Alder.
It's all about how you use it.
He's like cheering. Ooh.
Yeah, after with this, you see the strawman go to his box. He grabs with both hands and he just pulls out this impossibly large T-Rex doll. And it's like the size sort of lengthwise as Trex. He just pulls it out and he walks over to you, Alder, and he hands you this thing.
You have to walk around with that for the rest of the day.
full size I was going to put on my shoulders, but now I'm just going to have to try and carry it.
Yeah, as he hands it to you, he
Heck
also
yeah.
gives you a what appears to be a free entry for a party to the House of Mirrors.
Ooh.
Extra
Oh,
for being the first of today to actually make it to the top.
thank you.
Very nice.
When's that?
He goes, well. He looks around. You're probably the third group to actually attempt this.
Huh.
Don't worry, there'll be more coming, he goes. Hopefully.
It is a little early still.
Yes, let us go try some more games.
Yeah.
Thanks. As I try to wave and am unable to under the massive stuffed animal.
Yeah,
Like it's frankly ridiculous how large that
Dude.
thing is.
Dude, I've had to carry one of those around. It is not fun.
Not after a while, no.
Just like the giant life-size teddy bear.
Mine was at Six Flags. It was a giant Sylvester.
But yeah, as you all begin to walk out to the next game, Stress goes, wow, you were given your own autonomous dinosaur humanoid unit.
It's just a
It's a
stuffed
it's
animal.
It's a toy.
I'm going to set it down and try to use it as a puppet and have it go roar.
Oh, so its actions must be activated by a user. Interesting. And he goes, hi, my name is Trex.
Oh, please keep this going.
What have I done?
Do it.
I
You have
quickly
to
look
now.
for a tag here on the back because I have no idea of what to call this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
On the tag,
Commit to the bit.
its name is Albert.
Greetings, I am Albert.
Oh, greetings, Albert. The given name I have on this planet is Trex. I am from the M37 Nebula from the planet Helios, and I am the 16th in my assembly line to be crafted and produced.
Oh, that I am from Taiwan.
Oh my god. Taiwan, it must be a faraway place from here.
Probably the 7 millionth thing created.
Sadly, that is not information published on the tag.
You're just gonna BS your way through.
Yes, it's practically the other side of the planet.
Wow, amazing! I must visit there sometime. Perhaps I can get more of me created and help bolster the Earth's economy.
I am also not machine washable.
Dry clean only.
Ah, I see you require specialized cleaning services and repair and maintenance procedures.
I'm going to peek around the thing. Please don't go to Taiwan. We don't need to deal with that right now.
Ah, but of course, I'm here to enjoy the carnival, games, and junk food. Why
Yes,
it would be a
yes.
disservice me to just walk off on everyone like that.
Yeah.
Here, do you want to carry a teddy bear, Trex?
He looks at my arms. His arms. Unfortunately, if in my basic form, I am unable to. However, if you were to initialize service mode, I can activate my anti-gravity field.
I don't think that's a good idea here.
Let's not do that at this moment in time.
Wait, does that
Let's
mean
play
he has telekinetics?
another game.
I don't want to. I don't want to find that out here.
And I
It
just
sounds interesting. Let's go.
I walk up to like balloon darts.
Yeah, there's a lady, older lady there, kind of pudgy. She goes, "Hey, just step up and get your prize here at Balloon Darts. Hit 15 in a row without missing in the allotted time, and you win a great prize."
All right, let's do it.
15 in a row.
You know how these games are always friggin' rigged against you. All right, so this is
Take
gonna
the darts, and I just
The
Sorry.
trick is, Ozzy, aim where it's going to be.
yeah. So give me either athletics or finesse.
okay. Okay.
Dang!
Holy moly, Ozzy!
Very nice.
Yeah, you just go like athletics, just like bam, one after the other, boom, one after the other, bam, 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 like that, almost precision, like hitting everything. Not quite in the center, that would be finesse, but like you're just hitting everything and making your mark, right? Not missing a beat. And the lady at the thing, her eyes goes wide, like, oh my god, I didn't actually think someone would actually do that.
What can I say? I'm good at darts.
Wow, by my calculations, running through my complex algorithmic programs, this was rigged against you in the start.
They all are. It's fine.
We don't talk about this.
Shh, shh.
Yeah, the lady is just looking at you like, and she goes, "Well, you got first place prize." And then she goes to the back. You hear some noises, and then she comes out with this giant bag of fishes.
Fish?
They're very colorful fish.
You just got a goldfish, bro.
You got a koi pond, man.
Heck yeah.
I don't know. All right, cool.
Wow, you were given a free dinner, Trex says.
No,
No.
I knew you were going to say that. No, these are pets.
Fish are friends,
I'll go
not food.
next door and grab some fried fish though, and throw it into his gaping maw.
Oh,
Artemis steps up. I want to try something. It might not work. She picks all the darts up in one hand and goes to throw it.
wait, you throwing it at Trex or?
No, at the balloons.
All right, make me either athletics or finesse.
She just wants to try to throw them all at once. Oh, please either be really, really good or really, really bad.
Oh!
As bad as it could be.
Yeah.
You're gonna take the fumble, I assume.
Heck yeah.
That's
Story's going to be hilarious.
That's a
Let's go.
story point. You Arby just pick up all the darts after paying, the price, and you just lob them without even like odd ones at the thing. Your aim is so bad that the darts fly towards the tenant worker, and she goes, "Ah!" Like she ducks, and then Trex goes, "Watch out!" And then his eyes begin to glow as the darts midair like just stop, and then they just fall to the ground. Wow, you should be careful, Artemis. That almost hit the poor lady.
Oh, yes, I just wanted to try something. It's
Sorry
weird
about
how-
that, ma'am.
It's weird. It's weird how they stop like that. Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, and then the lady just comes out. She's just like, Looks around. Oh, it must be the weather. I've never seen the wind that strong stopping them like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
no, it's
it was a really
really
strong gust,
weird.
really strong gust of wind. She says as she pulls out a brush and starts brushing her hair, like it got blown in the wind.
Yes, after this game, you hear Trex goes, "What is a hall of mirrors?" The really tall human mentioned something about that.
It's a maze that has a lot of reflective devices in it in order to disorient.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a maze. I assume that if you do not get out in time, you are doomed to die.
No,
No, no, no.
you just
Only in
don't
horror
get a
movies.
prize.
Ah, there is no minotaur waiting at the end of the maze.
No,
Oh.
this isn't the labyrinth from Greek mythology.
We are not Theseus.
One of the trials in order to become a ranger on the planet I hail from is to brave one of these labyrinths and beat the great beast chained within. Unmorphed.
Sounds gladiatorial.
Yes.
No, yeah, here it's just for fun.
I wonder how things are different. Let us go.
Let us go.
Let's check out that Hall of Mirrors. I hold my bag of fish and I'm like, I, I, I wonder if there's like a tank at the base where I could keep these.
If not, I'm sure we can find one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would add a little life to the base.
As you head to, talk about this while you're heading to the Hall of Mirrors, you see in the front a clown.
Ugh.
Like, yeah, he just pops out as you're like talking. He goes, "Hey, boys and girls," and looks over at Trex. T-Rexes? I'm Funny the Clown. Are you here for the amazing, spectacular Hall of Mirrors?
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is silent.
Oh, and did you
Alder will,
get something from the strong man from over yonder?
Alder will hand his ticket and how much for the others?
Oh, with this ticket, it's free for everyone, and you get a special challenge associated with it. If you can reach the end of the maze and find your reflection, you'll win a great prize.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess we'll give it a shot.
Is there any chance we can speed this up, please?
Oh yeah, just take a
mean-
step in and head through the entrance, and you'll get into the Hall of Mirrors.
Excellent. She walks right in while he's talking.
Aww. Well, the Hall of Mirrors is sure to turn that frown upside down.
Ozzy's just gonna go right in after her.
I don't get paid enough for this, the clown just says dejectedly. I'll let you order.
I mean, you know how it is. Clowns these days aren't exactly smiled upon.
It's all those horror movies. They're all slanderous. We're not murderers. And he just walks off dejectedly and sits down and blows his nose into a never-ending handkerchief that he just comes out of his sleeve.
If y'all weren't so scary at children, then some of us wouldn't be,
Scared?
scared to death. I'm talking Artemis. I really don't care.
Artemis is afraid of clowns.
Yes.
All right. Start making our way through the maze.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is
You just see her, she's standing in there, and she has her left hand against one of the mirrors.
this is a alertness
Cheated.
with a with perception specialization, or it's a survival with navigation specialization.
What about that advice that we got from Christopher or Winston, one of the two of them?
Oh yeah, that gives you an edge.
Uh left hand on left hand on the mirrors works every time.
Right.
Alder? Oh, there you are.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Man, if only I had level 17.
Yeah, honestly, you kind of
Oh,
get dizzy and almost like disoriented from like the mirrors, but Artemis and Alder sort of like help you out, and you guys are like proceeding through the maze. Trex even goes, "Amazing, using the optical illusions to create a sense of discomfort and disorientation in order to dissuade any further progress, or to lower the chances of victory. Interesting."
Yep.
There's
Pretty
all
much.
sorts of cool little
And,
tricks they can do with the mirrors too.
and let me guess, you've probably already figured out how to get through this, haven't you?
Yes, if my auto mapping algorithms are correct.
Don't do it by breaking any mirrors, please.
Yeah, I feel like we'd get in trouble.
Follow the T-Rex.
Follow the T-Rex.
Yeah,
Okay, quickly.
as you follow through the T-Rex, you know, the mirrors and stuff that were disorienting at first, you get used to it. Though strangely enough, as you begin moving through, you think you're seeing your reflections like double in the mirrors. Trex gets on talking about how ingenious this is, and that if used properly could be a great test of one's willpower and perception.
I'm gonna point to one of the things where he looks way smaller than all of us.
One of the shrinky dinky ones that makes him look fat instead of tall.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just.
Artemis is gonna keep her eyes on the mirror if she's seeing double. She-
Yeah, I say Ozzy's gonna make sure no funny business is going on.
I am distracted by trying to walk through a maze carrying a giant stuffed animal.
There.
Until I see one of the reflections of me without the stuffed animal. Then I'll freak out.
yeah, then you're just gonna freak. One of the reflections is not carrying uh, a big stuffed animal, is instead flipping you off. That's odd.
Yeah,
Either that
you
or is just like carrying a mannequin or something.
but yeah,
That's not what's
as
happening at this moment.
yeah, you all progress through the maze with Trex leading the way. You make it to the end in like record-breaking time. At the end is that very same clown who claps his hands together. You know, he goes, "Wow, congratulations! You've managed to make it through the maze in record time.
Sick.
I'm
This
sure
is
this is all due
odd
to your
talking.
amazing experience of going through plenty of these before."
Let's go with that.
Yep, and a little help from our friends.
You're fine with a little help.
I got a real
I'm going
great
to
prize
try
for
to
you.
block Artemis's sight of the clown with the giant stuffed animal.
Yeah, she's looking down. But of course, we're in a hall of mirrors, so he's freaking everywhere.
And see, like,
Let's exit the maze and before we continue this conversation.
oh, okay. And the clown walks off.
We walk out.
As you walk out, the very same clown goes, "Congratulations, you've made it to the maze. I got a great prize for you." As he hands you a doll with what appears to be like sort of plushy. It's not. It's like a mirror. It's like an anthropomorphized like plushie of a mirror. In its centerpiece is like this circular like not clear thing, but it's like like out of a clear like material meant to like look like a mirror. That's a limited edition, first edition mirror plushie from the Reefside Carnival. We just got a new batch of these in.
Cool.
Wait, you guys make limited edition merch? Wow.
Yeah, he goes. Every year we come up with new things to make people want to spend their want to come and have fun here.
It's okay. We understand making money.
And as you say that order, all of you hear like a sort of beep from your morphers.
Oh, that's my alarm.
My diabetes
Walks away without saying
monitor.
anything. Artemis is already like 10 feet away.
As he's walking away, Ozzy goes, "Diabetes? Where did I come up with that?"
Yeah. You guys find little this like nice little corner of Trex like going, "What's going on? Why are we in a corner?"
Because we just got called.
What's up, Tommy?
Hey guys, the rest of the teams are here. We're gonna be holding the vigil for James once you guys arrive.
And we'll be there soon. We just want to catch the mayor's announcement first.
Yeah, and we gotta get you a funnel cake. Does Ethan want anything?
Ethan says he wants one of those giant chili dogs.
Okay.
Excellent.
Ozzy is like back to being like stoic because he kind of forgot that was happening tonight a little bit. So yeah.
All right, Trex, come on. It's gonna get too busy. We're gonna head out, and they're gonna watch the announcement and get the foods. It takes me
Yes.
forever to get over there with this thing.
Would you
How
like
much
me
do
to?
you weigh?
Would you like me to carry it for a little bit?
Nah, gotta throw it in the car.
I feel like it would be not good for me to throw these fish in the car.
Yeah, living things,
not.
not till we're going, and it's on.
Yeah. So can I like text Ethan and be like, "Hey, is there like a fish tank back at the base? I want a bunch of fish."
Yeah, Ethan responds with, "Yes, many."
Cool.
You heading
It's
off
like
to
you
pick up.
better start naming them.
Yeah, you
How
guys,
many are there?
there's like around like 10, you think, in there.
Oh my
Total.
god.
About a dozen, yeah. They just shove them on like this little bag. Yeah, you guys gonna pick
All
up
right, we'll figure that out later.
pick up the foods and head off to see what the mayor's announcement is. Yeah, picking up the food isn't the hard part. It's actually like getting a good spot. There's like this podium set up in like the middle of the carnival, right? And you see that the mayor is sort of there, like they're like there's like technicians working on like the microphones and speakers and stuff. You see the news crew are perked up like real close in like VIP areas.
What's Cindy's Twitch address?
It's Reefside Hawkins Truth.
Awesome. I'm just going to go there and assume she's somewhere where she's going to get a really good video.
Ozzy has kettle corn. And he's just eating it.
I'll get in on that kettle corn action.
Yeah, he like holds the bag over to you.
God, now I actually want kettle corn.
Me too.
Gotta go to your local fair or whenever that comes up in your area.
So the state fair isn't too far away, but I do not want to spend that much to go there.
Mm.
Oof, yeah, and it's gonna be
I'll
like,
just pick up the like microwave popcorn version.
dude, if they actually like, I don't know, like sold the foods outside of the fairs, I would be like totally just like, this is bad for me, but I'm just gonna grab one on the way home.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, you guys like find a good spot. Alder, you're on like Twitch, and then after like clearing his throat, make sure everyone has his attention. Mayor Anton Mercer begins to speak. Hello, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the carnival today and for the rest of the week that the carnival is running. I know we've suffered through some tough times with the recent alien attack and the Power Rangers going on a rampage in our city. But do not fear. Work is underway to repair the city, to rescue our fellow citizens, and to bring those responsible to justice. As we speak, I've organized and collaborated with many government officials and organizations in order to bring peace back to Reefside. In order to make sure the new alien menace threat is isolated and that this never happens again. As we speak, we are drafting new plans to counteract the alien menace, along with the Power Rangers' wanton destruction, disregard for public property in their recent giant Megazord fight. We have filed an official complaint to SPD. We're hoping to hear a response from them as soon as they can muster a PR response. As mayor, it is in my best interest to keep you all informed and to make choices that benefit the city and our community as a whole. You'll be happy to know that we have requested help of a special organization who will be arriving shortly. We will be unveiling in order to help combat the growing crimes of alien activity, and of course, conflicts arising here because of the Power Rangers. And as the speech goes on, you see a lot of people are listening intently. On like the Twitch stream Alder, you see a lot of people are tuning in. A lot of comments saying the mayor is doing great work, and then there's like some trolls saying that the mayor is too simple and weak, and he needs to be more heavy-handed. And
Not a lot defending us. Huh? That's fascinating.
And as this is all going on, the mayor ends with, "While that's going on, we have enlisted the help of many organizations and individuals who have reached out to us in our time of need. If any of you are personally affected by this, please reach out to the town hall, to the proper officials. We will get you helped and sorted out. Thank you all. Please, try the funnel cake." And then the mayor walks off stage and there's a standing ovation for him.
As it claps.
Artemis,
What do you think? What do you
Artemis
think that means?
golf claps.
What's this organization?
Usually never good.
I mean, maybe it's like what were those guys? The Sentinels, Silvers.
From Silver Hills?
Yeah. Don't they fight monsters and stuff sometimes?
I mean, from my understanding, they weren't very good at it, and they ended up working with the Rangers anyways.
Yeah, but we gotta at least try to hope for a positive outcome.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't expect one, but
Be interesting to hear what the rest of what it's going to be.
well, let's go. We're late already.
Head back, get the food to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, after getting the
Sure.
food and heading back to the base, you enter in through like the main area. You have the food, and you can see that there are ranger teams everywhere. Those of you who've teamed up with the crossover, you see some familiar faces. So they're kind of keeping their distance, as this is a pretty solemn event. Though, as you pass through, you there's three individuals who are very much having some sort of argument. They appear to be rangers from separate teams, and then they just break off. Atmosphere is very strange. And you can see sort of the mentors of the other teams are also there as well. As you see Dr. O sort of like, you see Dr. O, he turns to you and goes, "Hey guys, you're back."
Yeah.
Did we recognize the ones that were fighting?
Oh yeah, so if you teamed up with uh Yami, Dez, or Koji Matsunaga, you definitely recognize them. If you haven't teamed up with them, you have not.
They weren't on our team.
Nope.
I think I was supposed to team up with a couple of them. Oh well.
Yeah,
All good.
you don't recognize them, but their morphers are different. So you can safely assume they're from like the different teams from here, not from the same team. Yeah, that actually is kind of awkward. Simon goes, "Oh, thanks for the funnel cake. Ethan, your chili dog's here." Ethan sort of like come out like of a nearby crowd. He's like, "Oh, thanks you guys. I've been really craving this stuff. I couldn't, with this going on today, we couldn't really leave the base."
Oh yeah, of course. These three people were fighting amongst themselves.
Yeah, they were having like some sort of argument. You couldn't really hear because they're probably near the end of it. Something about
Okay.
someone
So they've
barfing in
s- so-
someone's like limo, someone else, some relationship issues.
Oh, so it
It's-
was like
so they-
petty stuff.
Yeah, so they've stopped now, or
Yeah. So the Asian looking one, with the morpher, he's like wearing white, like, was complaining about one of them barfing in his limousine and stranding them in Reefside for a bit. And the other two were having like
Hey, that guy sounds like a narrator.
the other two arguing, we're arguing about like their relationship or whatever, and like the other, and then like they would interject with like other like, unrelated things happening, like getting wasted. When they're supposed to be honoring some like, a fellow ranger who followed, and then the other one was replying, still like in the waste, like they're like, oof.
why haven't you texted me? I was out.
Yeah.
Sure, that's an excuse. Yeah, yeah.
It's terrible. It's like
The player knows the argument. The character does not.
doesn't. It's so petty. But the one comment made about, why the hell did you get wasted when we're like basically at a funeral for a fellow ranger who died, and it's just like,
Oh God.
yeah.
Which one is wasted? Please tell me it's Dez.
It's Dez. Like it almost breaks out into like a
That's
fight
great.
before they just like split off. Like, no, we have better things to do with our time.
Like Dusty will remember this later.
It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to this week's episode.
But yeah, you sort of like eating it. Like, take his chew dog and like bites through it. It's like, man, it tastes so good with the situation right now. I don't feel like I should be enjoying this.
There are people here.
Find the joy where you can.
Yes,
Otter's going to
I'm,
sit down and take notes of all the other green.
I'm sure that's what James would want, is for us to enjoy and not necessarily to mourn.
Yeah, as you take your like spots and like find a good place to get a good vantage point. The main like area for this is huge. You see Dr. Earl sort of get up on stage, and man, he has like bags under his eyes. It doesn't look like he slept well. And he like steps up like on this like makeshift podium and goes, "Hello, everyone. I know that today is a somber event. Last one of our own here from Ancient Charge. James, our Blue Ranger, lost his life in the line of duty being a Power Ranger, protecting everyone, and fighting against the new threat that has arrived." And he like looks out in the crowd, which you're pretty sure he's looking like right at, Mr. Cranston, Billy Cranston of Cranston Tech is there, there. He's like looking like right at him, like there's like this look like he's agitated. He like looks away and goes, "Today will be mourning him. He was a good person, a great ranger. We'll also be celebrating his accomplishments, as he wouldn't want us all to be down. I know this may have come as a shock out of nowhere. All the events happening in Reefside. But as Rangers, we all have our duties to do, but we also have these unshakable, unbreakable bonds that ties us together as Power Rangers. I hope that everyone is able to remember James, even if you've briefly met him or haven't even met him, but to know that we're all united in the single cause of keeping this planet safe. And that if there's ever trouble out there, please reach out. You're not alone." And you see Dr. Rose sort of like stop, and he like looks at the ground a bit, clearly agitated, and he like looks back up. "In memory of James." And as he says this, you see like this giant picture of James descend from the ceiling, right? As he has this like torch bearing, right? As he walks up, and he sort of like an ancient like dino like cave so set up, as he lights this fire, as it lights up around like the picture, and like sort of like lights the room up with this like blaze of heat, as there are like flowers like being placed. You see the different mentors like placing like flowers down and stuff like that. The other teams are like on standby, watching. Timer goes, "Thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoy your stay here in Reefside, however brief it is. We have food and refreshments." And then you see these blinders nearby open up, and you see these tables are filled with like food, drinks, and stuff, and chairs, and just for places for people to just sit down and talk, and the teams break up. And then you see Dr. Oso, like, as he heads off the podium, he heads towards your direction, everyone. And he says, "I know you guys might want to mingle around with your fellow Rangers, but we gotta talk about this new development."
You look like you haven't been sleeping.
No, I've been getting some sleep.
Like,
Take care of take care of yourself, Dr. O. We need you.
Yeah, he says, after today, hopefully I'll get some sleep. Anyhow,
Not hopefully, you will.
all right, I will.
We know your wife now. We'll call her. We'll tell her.
He just looks at you all and goes, right, yeah, I guess Catherine will be the one to beat it into me if I don't get enough sleep. All right, before that, follow me. And,
Follow him.
By the way, I can tell you some of the food that's here was probably brought by Evan. Just saying.
But yeah, as you all like make your way, you go down a hallway, down another hallway, and then down deeper into the base. You've never been this far down the base, and as far as you know, there was never a part of the base like this. And eventually, you enter into this spacious sort of room, and sort of like sitting sort of in the center there, you see your Trex is there, sort of like looking around. Ethan's already there to have you, but in the center of this room, there's like this floating like crystal orb.
What is that?
Oh, that's what I came here to show you off, everyone. So, during your mission, where we all team over different teams to bring back things, the team here undertook a mission to recover a energy source for our base, our new base, for everyone to go in through. And when we recovered it, the Rangers took it out in its volatile state, and it spit out, well, this. Actually, what's more important is what's inside it.
What's inside of it?
Well, hey Ethan, is our little princess ready to come out any second now?
What?
Looks like it. And then there's like this flash of light as the crystal like emits bright light. Then you see a young girl like phase out of the crystal and emerge out and just land on the floor, for feet on the ground, in like this flowing robe.
Why is there a person inside of your crystal, Dr. O?
What is happening? I'm so confused.
Well, I think it's better to let her explain it.
More intrigued than anything.
You guys might want to take a seat. It's a long story.
Ozzy just sits down on the floor.
Alder gets out his notebook.
So lean up against something.
The girl looks around at you all and begins to speak. My name is Elia. I come with the M28 star cluster from Dino World, from a planet called Dino World, or Dinosis, she says, in my language. I was sealed away in this crystal as a form of protection when the invaders came. I was sealed away for a very long time. And when the proper triggers came, my crystal was sealed in a subspace of the morphing grid. It must have resonated with some sort of frequency here on your planet to release me from that state. The enemies that you are possibly facing, as I was informed here by your mentor, is possibly the same that raised my planet to dust.
Huh? But they seem to be just like reborn enemies that the Dino Thunder Rangers fought.
The enemy that razed my planet to the ground, they were called evils. They were beings who were capable of mimicking the natural processes of evolution. When they arrived to our planet, they immediately took upon themselves on the natives, my citizens, and formed themselves in their shape, and began a conquest of their previous technology and ours. You were unable to stop them. When I awoke, when I awoke a week ago, I inquired about the state of your world, and Tommy, she goes, and Ethan filled me in on the situation. While I am still unsure of what is the threat you are currently facing, it seems to be very similar to the evils who raised and attacked my planet.
Is there some way you can help us?
There is. I possess the knowledge of the technology that was used on my planet, highly advanced, much more advanced than what I've seen of your Earth technology, and it seems to be more advanced than this group called SPD, whom I must not have existed during my time before I was sealed away. While I have the knowledge, replicating it is a arduous process, but I am able to bestow upon you the powers and the technological prowess of what I was able to salvage with me in my crystal to aid you in your efforts. Your friend here, she says, looking at Trex, is from the M37 Nebula. While I was not privy to that nebula and to the planet that Trex, as he now calls himself, is from, it seems that our technologies, while not cross-compatible, are similar enough that with Trex's assistance, Ethan's expertise, yep, as he munches down his chili dog, and with you all, we can revive the fighting force, and upgrade your current powers to new heights.
That will come in handy. We do have a very powerful enemy now.
Let's do it.
And as you all agree to this, you feel a rumbling, and then you hear a loud crash from way above you as sirens begin to go off.
Okay.
Nothing's ever simple.
At least we have multiple groups here.
Then the Elia, the Dino Princess, she like clutches her head, almost seemingly in pain, as you see this crystal like emerge out, and it glows as she goes, "There's something here. It's my head." And as she
Are you okay?
collapses.
Does she look like? I was gonna say I was about to run over and try to catch her.
Oh, okay.
Rex, Ethan,
Oh,
can
yes.
you scan her? You guys know her biology enough that we can help?
But yeah, you catch your Artemis just in time as she falls, and you see Ethan go. Look, he looks over at his he has this laptop with him, and he goes, "Oh no," and he begins typing. Guys, we got problems here. Somehow they found oh, what the? And he just shows you different camera angles, monsters, foot soldiers of besides just Tyranno drones, just everything from what you assume to be the other teams are just flooding in. and just like it's a mess. Your doctor will go, I don't know how they found this base, but considering what the princess has told us, they might be after her.
Let's take care of business.
And as you say that, you see, oh god, you hear Ethan go, God damn it, listen, there's way too many of them. I've given the order to the others to evacuate. We gotta get the princess out of here before they go and capture her.
Where are we going?
Well, Dr. O, I figured this would happen. Considering that this base was built right after the Dino Thunder base as a backup, it wouldn't surprise you if somehow they managed to gain the schematics and access to here. So, unknown to everyone, and in collaboration with someone else, we have a backup for a backup. And I'm pretty and that's where we'll be going. We're gonna have to go through the underground cave system of this base to get there, though.
Well,
Who's this
Ozzy and I
someone
have
else?
been there before.
This is
Who's
actually
this someone else?
Whew. I think you wanna see them for yourself. You wanna see them for yourself once we get there.
All right.
We and the other ranger teams are going to be okay.
They should be able to handle it themselves. They don't have the baggage that we do with having to run through with one of those. We have to get Trex out of here along with the princess, and if either one gets captured, it's devastating if both are. They should be able to deal with whatever comes to. There's a bunch of emergency exits they're able to go and take. And they have their mentors
Right.
with them.
Rex, can you go into ball mode?
Yeah,
Or can you run really fast?
I do have a speed function that relies on my anti-gravity features, though doing so would probably alert the enemy to our location as it emits a large amount of energy radiation through the shields.
let's not do that.
Ball mode it is then.
Okay, ball mode.
Okay, initiating ball mode, and you see like his arms just suck in, his body begins to contort, and he begins to go into a roly-poly mode as his head just like rolls down and turns into a
That
ball.
is a terrifying image.
Artemis will grab the ball.
I thought you had the girl.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'll grab the ball.
All right. Ancient
We
charge.
forgot.
Let's charge in. I'm going to morph and grab the gun.
Yeah, I guess Ozzy's gonna follow suit. Summon the Enkylo driver.
Yeah, Artemis is joining, but her hands are full.
I've got the ranged weapon, so I can at least keep them down if we have to.
Let's go.
As the three of you morph, Ethan and Dr. O don't morph, and they being like leading the way forward. You go through a series of interconnected tunnels before you emerge out into what appears into this damp cave area. And you can hear the sounds of rushing and running water.
All right. Where to next, Ethan?
Right, we just follow through here, he says, and follow through a couple more of interconnected caverns. We should be able to make it to the other base. Right, follow me.
Okay. I'm gonna try as best I can to see if anyone's following us.
Yeah, following Ethan.
All right, Alder, give me a perception, and everyone else give me a. Yeah, I guess give me a survival. Navigation, you have a specialization in that.
Blast. That is not what I was hoping.
All right, yeah, Alder, you don't see anything as you like keep a lookout for anything as you like run along with the rest of the group. Ozzy, you're having a bit trouble navigating through the caves. Caves aren't your specialty, even while morphed, and it's beginning to weigh down you a bit as you are in your morphed form. As Artemis, you're able to like keep up, but you can definitely see that you guys are having to like slow down a bit for Ozzy and them who are slowing down. And eventually, you guys all make it through what appears to be a giant like ravine crossing. You see like it dips down into like this rushing wave of water, and then on the other side is another like sort of like man-made sort of like archway that leads to a different like area. You hear Ethan and Doctor go, "All right, guys, we need to get through here."
All right.
Let's go.
All right, guys, make me either an athletics or an acrobatics check to get over this.
Really?
All right.
All right, not bad. Ozzy, Artemis, after Dr. O, Dr. O with Princess, and Ethan with his nice little laptop, make it over. You follow in pretty much clearly, and then you alter as you go into like jump. You quite don't make it as you slip on something, and just land in the middle of the water, and you feel the rushing waters just like grab you and just sort of taking you downstream.
Hey, let's not explore caves anymore after this. I'm gonna try and stop tread water enough to not continue to go down,
All right. You're fighting up
and or
against.
grab something on the that I can hold on to. Either one works.
All right. So if you want to like grab onto something, I think that would be a acrobatics check, or if you want to like forward against the water, that would be a brawn. So that would be like a stamina check. Yeah, for brawn.
Both going to be the same number.
Can
Let's
I
go with
give him help?
acrobatics to catch
Uh,
something.
I'll toss some inspiration.
All right.
Slightly better. Let's roll a d4. Ooh, a 13.
Yeah, just barely as you're like being washed downstream, you manage to grab onto like an exposed root from a tree up above. And as you grab it, you stop yourself from like washing down further. And as you grab it, you can feel like this, even while morphed, like this is it's like getting hit by like a never ending stream of just like endless barrages. And let me roll something real quick. And you like feel and you like you slowly like but surely you feel it as you like demorph.
You
Are
guys would
yeah, go on.
you guys don't happen to have a rope, do you?
Do I have a rope?
Not unless you've been carrying around rope with you. You can spend a story point if you want to have a rope on you,
Uh,
or to find a rope. Yeah, that works.
yeah, I'll spend a story point to find a rope.
Yeah.
We have plenty.
Yeah. You look around and you see that nearby, with what appears to be like an old, like sort of like mining equipment, you find that there's like rope, like a sort of like really decrepit and like rotting like box. Oh. What would you do with a rope?
I would like to is there something I can tie it to? Like something sturdy?
There appears to be sort of like these old like makeshift like old wooden like posts have been like put into the ground to serve as markers. Most of them have rotted away, but some of them are still there. You can definitely use them
I
as
like
support.
Yeah, I tie the rope off to that and then throw it down to Alder.
All right. Yeah. So you want to pull up Alder, right? Give me an athletics.
Here, have an inspiration since my
Thank,
hands are full.
thank you.
Nice.
Just to 22.
Yeah, you go up and like with the rope, you pull up Alder. You're kind of you're wet from the river, but now that you're out, you don't feel the pressure of being like pushed downstream and probably into like God knows where.
Yeah, I definitely veto any cave journeys from now on.
Yeah, it happens. We better catch up to Ethan and Dr. O, though. You alright, Alder?
Yeah. Well, I mean, as right as any of us are.
True.
Yeah, as you catch up to Dr. O and Ethan, you find that they've crossed like this old makeshift bridge to the other side, right? And they sort of turn to you and goes, "Hey guys, be careful! That bridge is kind of rickety."
Of course it is.
Wouldn't be a bridge we cross if it wasn't.
I mean, theoretically, if they did work on the path, it would be more likely someone would detect it, I guess.
How um how far is the gap?
Like to the other side.
Yeah.
It's like a good like 50 feet.
Okay, so I couldn't jump it then, probably.
You do see that
I was
there is some broken like what appear to have been like an alternate path that they must have used before it broke and they constructed it. It requires some jumping. There's also what appear to be like ropes hanging out from the top that appear to have been. Looking up, you see that there's like another like area above you. That it must have been for another bridge, so you could try swinging on that too.
Artemis is going to take her time because uh she has the princess, and she's going to take her time across the bridge.
All right. What about everyone else?
Does the jumping? I think I'm just gonna follow after Artemis and just very carefully take my time. Don't rush it.
well, now I'm sad. I thought you were going to do cool flip. That's okay. I
My
so
my athletics and acrobatics aren't high.
no, I get that. I am actually going to pitch using my survivor. Figure out which of the boards are actually still able to support weight. Kind of pick my way through that way.
All right, you go on the bridge too.
Yeah, I'm kind of unmorphed, so jumping across seems a little difficult. Although I'll wait till at least one of them goes across, so we're not all three just on the friggin' bridge.
Oh, okay, Alder, you're very smart. Ozzy, Artemis, you two begin moving up on the bridge. At around
Oh,
this.
I'm waiting for Artemis to. I should have specified that. I wanted to wait for Artemis to kick it across before I went across.
All right. Interesting. Okay, Artemis, you pick your way slowly but surely. You walk through and you see that some of the boards are broken away, and after you step on one and step onto another and then walk forward a bit more, the ones you stepped on have broken off, leaving even less of the boards, less stability to the bridge as you make it to the other side.
soon
See
as she's
the-
over there. Yeah.
Ozzy, this bridge is falling apart.
Ozzy's gonna look at the like area where like he can kind of jump across. I guess I'm gonna do that.
Inspiration.
Ozzy, just in case, get your ancient dagger. You should be able, if you have to, you can use it to dig into the rock. It probably will be a little better than a sword.
That's true. He like dematerializes the Enkylo driver and pulls the ancient charge dagger from his side.
All right, Ozzy, you gonna try jumping or swinging like Tarzan?
Uh, would which one seems safer? Or I guess
Uh,
like which one seems more within my abilities? Like more athletic than acrobatic.
Give me a perception. Let's see if you're able to catch on. Okay. Judging from the broken off path on the side, it would require some jumps. It would probably be tougher. You would just go straight up jumping instead of relying on your acrobatics. And with the ropes, if you're good enough at your athletics and upper body strength, you could theoretically swing over it without any problems.
We're gonna try the rope swing. Oh boy.
Am I able to assist him on this side to like get his momentum?
How would you go about doing that?
It depends on how the ropes are left. If he's not able to climb, I can at least like give him more of a running push as he pushes off.
Yeah, the ropes are like suspended like up above, so he'd have to take a jump to ground with the first rope, and vice
Okay,
versa.
then no, there's no useful way for me.
Yeah.
Just a heads up, I probably got another 15 minutes because I got to be up at 4:30.
Got it.
All right.
Oh, it's late. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna jump up and start swinging.
Right, roll me in athletics.
Don't forget inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration too.
Actually, we have a thing. Go ahead and use a story point. Give yourself an edge too.
Yeah.
We got lots of them, so we got to burn them.
Heck yeah.
Why did it roll? Oh wait, no, it didn't roll twice. So that's a 16. Wait. There it is. So that's a 19.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you like do it. You Tarzan jump into the first one, then you swing back and forth like a pendulum, and go on to the second, third, fourth, and then you go off and jump. Then you do like as you land, you roll, and like you get back up onto your feet. You did it.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, you think that drop was like around 100 feet or more. Can't really see the bottom.
That would have killed me.
Since I demorphed, I'm going to go ahead and try the rope bridge. But as I said, I'm going to try slow and to actually figure out where best to put my feet rather than going.
All right. Let's see what happens. And which avenue are you going to be doing? I mean, which option?
The rope bridge. Again, demorphed. I'm not trying the jumps or the swing.
All right, give me a survival. Then
All right. I assume this counts as either an emergency situation or instinctual choice.
yes.
Okay. Thunderbar. I'm also going to spend a point if that's cool with people.
Do it.
Go ahead.
They'll replenish next.
Ooh,
next
that's an actual crit too.
And yeah.
Look at that. Spent it and got it right back.
Provided it succeeded.
True.
Yeah, Alder, you begin like picking your way through like the boards, noticing which ones are rotten, which ones are weakened, and you pick your way through, and you can hear rumbling from way all the way in the back. Looks like the fighting is continuing on, but you make it to the other side.
Awesome. Dr. O, are we expecting anyone else to come this way?
No one else. Once we get to the base, we should be perfectly fine.
Ozzy, you want to cut the rope?
Gladly, and he just swipes with the dagger.
Yeah, as you swipe with the dagger, you can see in like the rope begin to like disentangle after being cut, and then just like fall, fall. And since it's still connected to the other side, it flops down to the other side, but the rope bridge is now completely like useless.
Yeah.
Wait, I have to do this because there's a pit. Is there a rock nearby?
Yeah, there's plenty of rocks.
I pick one up and throw it into the pit. And wait for the sound of it hitting the ground.
Takes you a good like 5 minutes before you can hear something.
Yep, that was deep. Onwards.
Yeah, it's a very big
Should
splash.
we,
Hurry up.
should we take care of those other hanging ropes too, so people can't?
Um,
use those
I
as
don't
well?
think we should shoot.
Ethan, is there going to be a way for us to access this base from like street level once we get there?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. That's how it was constructed. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you guys want to, just try to time the shots for whenever we hear fighting sounds, so no one can figure out we're down. It's hard.
I take a pot shot at it at the ropes.
All right, give me a targeting.
Oh,
Oh baby, can't you see? Yeah.
I cannot.
Ozzy, you time it with the fighting, but as you fire it, you don't quite hit like where the rope is. It just hit like the space like near it, and rocks and stuff begin to crumble from the ceiling down.
I say we go before I cause a cave-in.
I
Good idea.
really don't feel like being in another one of those, so great.
Yeah, it wasn't fun the first time. Or the second time.
I think I'm actually at 3.
Are we at 3?
Oh yeah, you did fall with me, so we're at least at 2.5. One of them, the
We're-
cave like opened underneath us, so I don't.
Yeah,
know if there's
we're
a cave.
walking while we're saying all this.
I didn't really study a lot of spelunking. I don't really know if there's a term for when the ground just like swallows you up.
Sinkhole?
Sinkhole?
You think the cavers would have come up with some fancy special term for it, like with all the other stuff.
Yeah, as you begin to continue on walking instead of like blasting the remaining ropes to avoid a cave in, it takes you around like best estimate of 45 minutes before you all arrive. And there's this. You arrive at this like wall in the cave, and blink and you'd miss it. There's really nothing there until you see Dr. O go, "All right, I think this is the place."
Where's the dinosaur jaw that we have to open?
Unfortunately, there isn't a dinosaur jaw. He goes as he pulls out something from his pocket, brings it up to the wall, and begins like moving it all around it. It's got to be one of these spaces. As he like moves it up, you see a door-like object shine and appear, and it looks like Asian in design.
That is much cooler than a dinosaur.
Oh, come on. Dr. goes, I think dinosaurs are cooler.
Calls him like I see him, Dr. O.
I see you're still designing our bases out of the supervillain handbooks, so that's comforting at least.
Well, this one wasn't fully all of my ideas. He goes as he pulls out a like little like disc and he slots it into like this little like underneath like the door handle. And as he rotates, he grabs the handle, rotates it like clockwise. You hear it go chunk, and then you
Was it lock and drop?
you hear it give a chunking sound as you see the door begin just to like open. Oh, but I think we're safe now, so we don't need to be more. You don't need to be morphed anymore. The Dr. O says. Oh, long walk though.
Yeah. And
I hope this opens somewhere closer to town because I'm pretty sure my car is going to be broken by monsters.
well, we need to get her to a place where I can lay her down so she's not getting all jostled by us running.
All right, yeah. Yeah, as you do, so you begin moving through and the door shuts close behind you. And it smells like fresh air and like it kind of smells like air, like an air freshener has been poured in, but more natural. And as you've been walking, these like torches on the side of the walls begin to turn on as you pass by them. The architect and like geometry of this is very different than the base you just left.
Is this magic?
I doubt it's
Any
magic.
any sufficiently advanced technology.
And then you merge out into this like spacious sort of not main area, but like what appears to be like sub room, and it's fairly spacious with like a main area and what appears to be tapestries hanging down in a language you don't understand. So it seems to be similar to Chinese, Japanese. All right, we're here at the new base. Looks like no one's here.
Were we expecting someone?
Well, if they were here, they would make themselves known, but looks like we made it just us. Which is good.
Didn't Ethan say that we needed to meet the person that he was working with? I would assume
he
that they would be
mentioned-
here.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's better that we don't meet them under this circumstances because otherwise they'd. And then there's like you hear like a pin drop, that you hear a drum being hit.
Ozzy's in a fighting stance.
Welcome! You must be the ancient charge rangers. I am the shadow that lurks in the night, the wind that whispers in your ear.
Darkwing Duck?
Alder will try to secretly high five Artemis.
Oh, she ain't secret. It's high five, like
We-
right, like it's in plain view.
Yeah, ignoring your comment, the voice continues. We are those who are warriors who fight in the night. We run through the moonlight with our speed and our fury. We do what must be done, what cannot be done in the day. And then you hear a big booming sound of a drum being hit, and a musical like melody flourish as in front of you all this giant curtain that wasn't there suddenly appears after a flash of smoke, and you see these like dudes in like black running around and like moving and like pulling it apart, and you see 3 other individuals standing with their backs to you in a black uniform. Oh,
Ninja
Who are the
Turtles?
ninjas?
Are you
Those
worth?
aren't real, man.
Are you
Oh
worthy
boy, do
enough?
I have something to show you.
Are you worthy enough to be called rangers, or are you interlopers pretending to be rangers?
Or are we
Look,
rangers pretending to be interlopers?
As much as I would love to answer your question, do you have a place where I can put this young lady down so that we can make sure that she's not dying?
Also, our somewhat cyborg robot T-Rex thing.
Yeah, I hold up the ball.
Trucks can come out.
I put him down so he doesn't open up in my arms and crush me.
Yeah, Trex opens up and goes, rolls away before he opens up, and then Tommy just goes, "I think we can just place her down on that conveniently placed cot next to us that just appeared."
Excellent. Then, if you want to go through more of your theatrics, just let me put her down first.
As you do so, there's a shadow on like the floor above, behind a screen, and he goes, "So you are powered by the fury of the dinosaur. We are powered by the power of the wind. Let's see if you are indeed who you say you are."
Ozzy just blows. He's like,
As
No, I think they mean they use like windmills.
and as as you make that comment, the three in front
green energy.
the three in front of you all turn around, and you can see all three of you. The three of them all turn around, and you can see that they're all wearing uniforms with a slight different lining color to it. He goes, "Go! Let's see if they are who they say they are. Be the ninja of ninjas!" And then a giant gong is just rounded up as a bunch of the furniture is moved away, making space for a battle arena. As we
Did Dr. O sign us up for American Gladiator?
I look at Dr. I'm like, why are we? What is happening? What is happening?
yeah, that they are not fighting stances as the camera pans away back to a tiny office in Indiana. There's a man, in like a trench coat, huddled over his desk. He has a 12 o'clock shadow. His hair is all messy. Looks like he hasn't seen sleep. He has a cup in his hand. Bottle of whiskey on it, on the table. And he's looking at a photo of James. He hears a knock on his door. As he says, "Come in." A suited man appears. Walks inside. "What do you want?" The man who was sitting at the desk says. "I have come with the activation of the program. We were specifically requested. You, in fact, were, by the head of the program." "Yeah, what for?" "Project Soul Brain." And man, he's like in the middle of drinking as he stops. And he goes, "No kidding. Right. You know what the program entails. Protection of Earth against aliens and internal threats. Right. And you're choosing me why? Because we've evaluated your skills and your physiques. And we looked through a bit of your past. We think you're the perfect candidate. Really now?" "Yes, really. Come follow me." The two of them leave the office, walk through a bustling office building. People in suits, people in uniform running by. And they arrive and they head outside, and there's this giant sort of like van. But next to it is this giant big rig with a giant canister attached to it, and it's currently open. On the side, there's a door leading in, and the man invites the trench coat man inside. And when he gets inside, the lights all begin to turn on one by one, revealing a highly advanced, sort of movable remote base. Computer screens, keyboards, there's a weapon rack at the far end. And the man in the trench coat whistles. Ooh, nice thing you got me up here, huh? What is this, get a loan from SPD or something? No. All reverse engineered and made by the US government. Donated to us by the Aliens Division. Alright, so what do you need me for? We have reason to believe that your son was killed in Reefside not because of an accident. James? Right. Come look at this. And they walk to the far end of this trailer, and there's this giant screen. We got a tip from an anonymous source. Interpol is always looking for information for international crimes. We also said switch to alien prevention threat measures. Take a look at this footage. And he presses a button on the keyboard in front of him, and the screen begins playing. The encounter Psycho Green in his Mighty Morphin Green form against Dr. O and James, but Dr. O is cropped out. Looks like some drone footage as it shows James is demorphed and it shows Green. And then it just shows Green snapping James's neck and tossing him off. We have reason to believe that the Power Rangers may have gone rogue. And that they were responsible for your son's death. Trenchcoat man just folds his arms. And he has this look on his face that's like between disbelief and just frustration and anger. Okay. So what? You gonna show me this and say that you guys gonna be handling it? That my son's death was covered up or something? We won't release the details until it's needed. And the fact that you weren't able to see your son, well, we want to make it up to you. I've been separated from my wife for a while, from my ex-wife for a while. So haven't seen the guy's kid since he was 7. That's right. We think you would be interested in what we have to offer you. He walks up to the far end of the cabin. And he presses this button. There's this giant cylinder canister, and the metal protective outer casing opens up, roof slides up to reveal a suit of blue, what can only be described as power armor. And what is this? Why, this is going to be your new combat suit. So brave. You've got a duty to protect and clean up Reefside. Program So Brain is active, as per Mir Mercer. And we're gonna end the session there.
Sick, we're being hunted.